Attention bowlers, we are going to get started. Please finish your warm-up frames. We'll be changing to scoring in just a moment. Welcome to Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire for another Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour match. I'm Steve Kelly on the call for another exciting match. Today is John Lescarbeau versus Alex Dellas in Class B North. And we're going to get started immediately. It's John Lescarbeau who will start on the left lane. There we go. Start on the left lane with a 9 drop. Nice way to start. Kingpin for a spare. John Lescarbeau is on the board with a spare already. We're not even out of the intros, and it's going to be a good one. So, yes, I'm Steve Kelly here to tell you the story about today's Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour match. This is the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, brought to you by 3-Ball Spare Conglomerate. This match was played on Saturday, January 10th, 2026. There's John Lescarbeau, still working on things. He'll fill his spare with 8. It's the 5 and the 10 down there. 18 after 1 for John Lescarbeau. Oh, and he tries to kick to the right. Can't quite do it. So yes, we're live streaming today on Saturday, January 10th, 2026. On Facebook first. We'll eventually put this on YouTube, on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour page, as well as 3-Ball Spare. That's an 8 box for John Lescarbeau for 26 after 2. The match format is 5 strings. 14 points are on offer today. It's 2 points per string and 4 for total pinfall. If there's a tie, the points are evenly split. Let's talk about a few things. If you've never seen Candlepin bowling, I hope you enjoy the match today. This is a unique take on bowling from New England and Eastern Canada. There is 9 drop for John Lescarbeau. The 6 pin is down there. This broadcast should have subtitles and live captioning enabled if you would like to turn those on at your leisure. Consider the transcript feature if you're watching this from YouTube. There's John Lescarbeau. We missed a single pin spare on the 6 pin. During the match, I'll provide the play-by-play action and on-screen scoring to the best of my ability. The numbers you see on your screen are all unofficial. The bowlers maintain the official book record separately. If there's a conflict, I will go with what the bowlers have down on their electronic scoreboard, separate from mine. I may occasionally pause to verify scores if things seem out of sync, and I appreciate your patience if that happens. I'll likely have chapters added to the YouTube description of this video, so you'll be able to jump to certain points of the games if that is your preference. If in the off chance you like this content, I encourage you to consider subscribing to help us grow. That's the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour page on Facebook, as well as 3-Ball Spare on Facebook and YouTube. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. There's John Lescarbeau with yet another 9 drop. It'd be nice if he can pick this up for a spare. Oh, and he misses to the right again. 2 misses in a row on single pins for John Lescarbeau. Could have had an early advantage, but just missing on the singles with no wood. Fantastic first ball. Just the second ball, not so much. He's 4 for 4 on the head pin so far. That's another 10 box for John Lescarbeau. And that is multiple situations where it is a miss the second, get the third situation. Some call that a Paul Grant special, and John Lescarbeau has done that twice in a row now. If you have a streak of Paul Grant specials, that should really multiply if you get my drift. Anyways, John Lescarbeau currently 46 after 4, and he continues. Head pin again, another 9 drop. No, it's a strike for John Lescarbeau. He wasn't gonna exactly let that go. Well, and the third time's the charm for John Lescarbeau. He's at 56 and a bonus after 5. A quick 5 box is a perfect 5 out of 5 for the head pin. And that's setting the stage against Alex Dellas, who's starting out on lane 17 at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Alex Dellas with a record of 73 and 39. John Lescarbeau with a record of 48 and 36. Alex Dellas starts with a 6 drop and a split. 4-6-2-7. Alex Dellas wants to spare it up and leaves the 6, unfortunately. Doesn't quite get there. It was a valiant effort for what it was. But Alex will make it a 10 box for his efforts. That's 10 after 1 for Mr. Dellas, the eldest Dellas brother of the 3 Dellas children of Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Owner Andy Dellas. There's Alex Dellas, Dino Dellas, and Dimitri Dellas in order of age. Alex on the head pin, and there's a strike for Mr. Alex Dellas getting on the board. Both bowlers with strikes this early. In fact, let's watch that again, shall we, in case you missed it, because it was fast. It's 20 and a bonus after 2 for Mr. Alex Dellas. That ball is for a wood clear. Does not count. Just to get the decks primed and ready for potential another setup. Here's Alex Dellas on the head pin again. Drops 7, split 7. And he'll make it an 8 fill. And he'll make it an 8 box. Alex starts out with 36 after 3. And when I say start out, I mean third box. Every head pin shot has been successful for both of our bowlers as of right now. Should be a clinic of head pin shots. Well, I say that, and then Alex kind of goes off to the right. That's a 4 drop. Leaves the center 3 pins, the 5, the 8, and the 9. And he'll make it a 10, 46 after 4 for Mr. Alex Dellas. Both bowlers have elected to start on lane 17 today. Alex off to the left, continuing to break the head pin streak. 2 missed shots in a row. It's a 4 drop so far. Dellas on the head pin on 1-3, and that's a beautiful spare for Alex. Well done. Well done, like a nice hamburger. That's 56 and a bonus after 5. Both bowlers are tied and are on open marks. John Lescarbeau with a slight advantage being on a strike, but Alex Dellas bounced right back, 56 and a bonus after 5. John Lescarbeau for the first time on lane 18 today, and on the head pin, that's a nice powerful ball. He'll start with an 8 drop. 6-9, nice. Oh, and he'll miss the 6 and connect with the 9. That's a nice 9 fill in the 5th. 65 and 5 for John Lescarbeau. And he'll leave that for a 9. 74 and 6 for Mr. L. John Lescarbeau, a season record of 48 and 36, an away record of 24 and 18, a home record of 24 and 18. Season average 111 even. Away average 106.47. Home average 115.67. High single 135. High series 606. There's a 9 drop for Lescarbeau. Another denied strike for John. He's gotten a lot of those. 20 strikes, 61 spares, 49 tenths for the season so far for John Lescarbeau. 52% perfect box percentage for the season so far, 3,332 seasonal pinfall. 2nd place in the division, 6th place in the wild card seed, and there is a single pin spare on an angled wood for John Lescarbeau. 84 and a bonus after 7. Have a look at this. Would you look at that? John Lescarbeau and his fantastic outfits with a fantastic spare. Here's the follow-up. And he'll poke 4 out. Poke 4 out indeed. It's called a spread eagle in some circles. He'll take 2 and leave 4. 7-10, 2-4 for Alex Dellas. I mean, John Lescarbeau, excuse me. When you read one thing and then say the other, you know how it is. John Lescarbeau in his past 5 matches has taken 36 points, averaging 7.2 points per match. And John Lescarbeau will fight hard for a 9 box, putting him at 97 after 8. And John Lescarbeau's past 5 matches, 2,775 pins. He's bowled 6 matches overall. This is his 7th match of the season. Here's John. Head pin. Will be another 9-drop. 5 pin, thinking about it, and it won't be going down. So it will be a difficult spare leave. It's the 5-10 for John Lescarbeau. Goes too far to the left. Leaves the 5 and the 10. And makes it a 9. 106 and 9 for John Lescarbeau. Another 9-drop for John. Leaves the 4. And he's making some comments down there saying, this has happened a lot. Like, what are you doing back there to the decks where it's always 1 pin left standing? Is it 1 pin in the rack that's weighted? Is there a magnet on the cap? Is there a magnet on the plate? What is it? And why is it happening so often? 5 9-drops for John Lescarbeau, and he'll miss the single. It's a test of willpower on the single pin shots. So far, it's been difficult so far for John. He'll take a 10. What could have been a much higher game still results in an impressive 116 game 1 for John L. And he went perfect on the head pin on the first ball. 10 for 10, 4 splits. Awesome bowling so far for John Lescarbeau. Apologies, I have to fix the totals a bit. Here's a split and an 8 fill for Alex Dellas. .510 leave with some wood down there. Tries to cut. Will the 10 go? Oh, yes, it will. Alex Dellas spares it up. 2 spares in a row for Alex Dellas. Watch this. It's like, wow, that 10 pin just figures it out at the last second. Here's the follow-up for Alex. On the head pin there, drops 6, fills with 6, a big 16, and it's a diamond. And Alex will leave the 6. He'll leave the 6 again for a 9 box. That's 89 and 7 for Mr. Dellas now. 89 and 7, compare that to 88 after 7 for John Lescarbeau at the same point in the match. Alex, head pin, 9 drop, 10 pins left. Be a skill shot on the 10 pin. Wouldn't bother playing the wood. Oh, don't hurt it now. He certainly didn't, but he achieved the assignment of a spare, and that's 99 and a bonus now for Alex Dellas after 8. Dellas on the follow-up. To the right of the head pin. It's a leave a 6. Or a drop a 6, fill a 6, 1, 2, 9, 10 for Alex Dellas. Fires off to the left, a little bit off, overcorrects, To the left, leaves the 1 and the 10. And he'll take a 9. That's 114 and 9 for Mr. Alex Dellas. And there's a strike for Alex. I feel like I'm just saying the same things over and over, but my goodness, a lot of very similar kinds of shots and very kinds of marks for Alex and John Lescarbeau. If we have a second, here we go, check that out. Wow, and they're just fast. They just go definitively. Filling that strike in the 10th. He'll take 6 so far. Alex has 124. He'll take the first game over John Lescarbeau, who has 116. Alex, he'll make a 7 fill out of that strike for 131 first game. My goodness, what a heck of an opening statement by Alex Dellas. 131 to John Lescarbeau's 116. That's the result of game 1. Incredible bowling by both bowlers. Can you believe this is Class B? I can't. Wild. Time to move on to game 2 here. 2 of 5 here on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Steve Kelly in the call. Saturday afternoon.
Game's over already? Really?
Folks at the front desk going, the game's over already? Are you kidding me?
John, you win. 12-2. 12-2.
No, he forfeited.
Yeah, John, you lose 12-2 because you forfeited, man. Get going.
That's really funny. So it looks like they're doing something with the scores. I'm wondering what's going on, but that's okay. We'll take a second here to talk about John Lescarbeau, who presently has a longest streak of strings over 100 being 12. His longest streak of matches over 500 has been 6. Longest winning streak of greater than 7 points has been 4. He averages 8 points per away match, 8 per home, currently the same. 20 strikes, 61 spares, and 49 tens in his past 5 matches. It's a story of John Lescarbeau so far. Here's John, off to the right. Drops 5, drops 6. A late falling 6. Missed the head pin. His first head pin miss of the day. John, off to the right. Leaves the 1, the 7, and the 8. Turns into a 9 box for John Lescarbeau. John connects with the head pin, but takes 8 down. It is the 2 and the 5 down there. The follow-up, John Lescarbeau having trouble connecting on the spare shot specifically. It's kind of what sank him in the first game. And yes, John Cadero is literally right behind me at the front desk, so you are hearing him loud and clear. It's like that Simpsons song, Canyonero, except John Cadero. If you know, you know. 2 9s in a row for John Lescarbeau. That's 18 after 2. You're watching the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. John Lescarbeau at Alex Dellas in Class B North. Both bowlers bowl out of Boutwell's Bowling Center, and a 189 special for John Lescarbeau. It's a headpin shot, but not a split. John pokes the 3 and only the 3. Rough goings for John Lescarbeau. He follows up with a 6, a hard-fought 6 for John, and that's, yeah, I don't have much to say about that other than that's just a little bit rough. Check this out, a lot of 9 boxes, a lot of strikes, a lot of spares overall. Just everyone kind of staying 8 and above as of right now. And here's John. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a split. John will take 2 and leave 2. Seven and 8 left on the third ball for 32 after 4 for John Lescarbeau. John Lescarbeau's longest streak of matches with 10 points so far has been 3. Head pin average 22.2 for 50, split average per match 9.5. 4 pinfall wins this season. Past 5 away matches, he's taken 24 points, averaging 4.8 per match, and that's the same as his home. He'll take 2 off the right side for a half Worcester. Not trending in the right direction in terms of the first ball. Mixes a few more, leaves 1, 2, and 10. And he'll make a nice 10 box out of it. Bit of a rough half for John Lescarbeau. Markless, 42 after 5. After a perfect first half in the first game, all head pins, he went 3 for 5 with 1 split. Alex Dellas next. Split 7. 4, 7, 10. This is off to the left. Makes a nice 10 box out of it though. 10 after 1. And I guess that is technically a Paul Grant special, isn't it now? Miss the second, get the third. It's a 3 drop for Mr. Dellas. Pokes right through the center on the second ball. 2, 3, 9, 10, 6. Ends up becoming an 8 for 18 after 2. Alex takes down 6 as the 4 horsemen left side. The 1, the 2, the 4, and the 7 are down there. And he misses the head pin. Wanted to hit the outside of the head pin to run everything down to the left, but he doesn't connect. Misses it again. It's a 6 box. 24 after 3 for Alex. Both bowlers 24 after 3 in this game. In case you missed it, Alex Dellas took the first game 131 to John Lescarbeau's 136, or 116, excuse me. Eight drop in the split for Alex Dellas, 7-10 leave. Wow. He went for the wood, took the 7, bounced around to the sidewalls, in front of the 10. But I'm afraid it didn't go. Alex makes it a 9 box for 33 after 4. Talk about Alex Dellas, season record of 73-39, away record 36-20, home record 37-19, season average 117.1, away average 120.6, home average 113.6, high single 164, high series 651. And he'll drop 8 there on the head pin. 3-6. Looks like a layup of a spare. I thought it was a layup for a spare. Alex somehow gets the yips on that ball. Happens to everybody. John Lescarbeau sighing in relief in the background. That'll be a 10 for Dellas. With just a lead of 1 this half, 42 for John Lescarbeau, 43 for Alex Dellas. We have a match. We have a string. It's a difference of 16 in Alex Dellas' favor, 174 to John Lescarbeau's 158, but in the string it's just 43-42, Alex Dellas by +1. John Lescarbeau's turn now. John, 1-2 pocket, drops 6, right side check mark. John's off the target pin to the right, takes the 6 and the 10, leaves the object pin, the 3 and the 5. And John will leave the 5 for a 9 box. That's 51 after 6. John Lescarbeau, Class A North Division 1 last year, Class B North Division this year. Number 6th highest Class B average at 111. Number 7th highest Class B total strikes at 20. Headpin shot there. Drops 8, 5-9. Lescarbeau, oh, wild pitch to the left. And John will take the 5 and leave the 9 for a 9. 60-7. See, they do have 1 score correction. As I just verify there, it's 42 after 5 for Alex Dellas. So actually, they were tied after the 5th. Apologies on that. It's all fixed up now. 3 drop for John Lescarbeau here. Leaves the 1 and the 2. No mark again. John Lescarbeau seems to be having trouble specifically with the spare shots. First ball is less of a problem. It's more the spare shots and maybe potentially the third ball as well. It's an 8 box for 68 and 8 for John Lescarbeau. John to the left. He pokes out 2 for a half Worcester. A half Worcester leave. And it becomes a banana split. 4, 6, 7, 10. Into the ocean. That's a 6 box for John Lescarbeau. 74 and 9 now. John's on the head pin, drops 5, splits 5. 7-10, 4-6-3. Leaves the 4 and the 7 on the spare shot. Valiant effort. So John Lescarbeau will go markless for the second game after a thunderous first game of 116. The second game, not so lucky. He'll make it a 10. Oops. And yeah, so that's a rough first game, a rough second game for John Lescarbeau. 200 after 2 games with that 84 in this second game. 116 in the first game. 6 for 10 on the head pin. And here's Alex Dellas. Dropping 9, leaving the 10 pin. And a spare for Mr. Alex Dellas. It's been a while since we've seen a mark, but now we've got one. It was a single pin spare. Nice gimme and a red line of perpendicular wood. Alex Dellas for the mark fill. It'll be 7. A right side triangle. The 3, the 5, and the 6. 59 after 6. And it goes. That's 2 marks in a row for Alex Dellas, and that'll be a good advantage. 69 and a bonus. No issue with that shot. Thought the wood might be a problem facing Alex on the cap, but no issue. Hey, look, it's the same leave again. A 7 fill. Very consistent. A 3 triangle once again for Alex Dellas. And it's the same result. The definition of insanity. Another spare for Mr. Alex Dellas. Insanity in the best possible definition. Look at that. Look at it go. Dellas on the head pin again. Another 7 fill. Oh, yes, it is. Piling on those 7 fills. That's deadly. 3 7 fills in a row. 3 17s in a row. 93 after 8. Not a triangle this time. It's the 3 6 10. And it's another spare for Mr. Alex Dellas. Nice work. He's just going on a mark run and getting in his happy place. Beautiful shot. Beautiful spare. He's just in a rhythm right now. 7 fill spare, 7 fill spare, 7 fill spare. Well, that ride just ended. 3 fill now. 6 9 10 poked out. Oh, and the spare streak ends too. He was right on the money, but he leaves the 4. It's untouched. Alex Dellas will take the second game. He's at least at 115. It'll be a 116. 116 game 2 for Alex Dellas. 2 game total of 247 and a 2 game total of 200 for John Lescarbeau. Currently, Alex Dellas has all the points. Moving on to game 3 now. Here at Boutwell's Bowling Center, the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Class B North, John Lescarbeau at Alex Dellas. I'm Steve Kelly on the call. It's great to have you along. Saturday afternoon, January 10th. 2 games down, 3 to go in this 5-game series in this regular season match. John Lescarbeau 48 and 36, Alex Dellas 73 and 39. John. 6 pins. Right side check mark, 5 6 3 10. Well, No check mark. He takes the 5, leaves the 3, 6, and 10. John Lescarbeau will start out with a 10 box in this third game. John Lescarbeau has the 8th highest Class B high series at 606, the 6th highest Class B perfect box percentage at 52%, and the 8th highest Class B fewest average pins left at 41.8. John drops 8. 4 in the 7. 2 in the 4, excuse me. Whatever it is, it's a spare. And it's been a while since John Lescarbeau had a spare too. Gotta like when you see a streak like that get snapped. The 2 and the 4, gone. Filling that spare, John Lescarbeau drops 6. Split a 6 as well. 4, 6, 2, 10. He'll take the left half, he'll leave the 6. On the 6 pin, he'll miss it for a 9. That's 35 after 3 for John L., who recently faced John Dumais in round 7. He took 2 points with a 507 series, 86, 95, 116, 107, 103. There's John dropping 8. Five, 8. Looks makeable. Question is how? Trying your luck on that wood in the front may work, may not. He decides to sweep. That was going to be my other suggestion, and that worked no problem. That's a spare for John Lescarbeau. Yeah, this was kind of the more safe option, as long as you hit your target. Sweep left. Yeah, like that. 45 and a bonus for John. Seven fill on the spare. Brings him to 52 after 4. 1, 2, 7. Oh, and on the object pin, it dances around, leaves the 2 and the 10. John will take a hard-fought 9 in the 5th. For 61. Bit of a rebound for John Lescarbeau. Back on the head pin, 4 for 5, 1 split, 2 marks, 10s and 9s otherwise. 61 after 5 for John Lescarbeau, 2.5 game total, 261 halfway through the match. Here's Alex Dellas. Goes to the left of the head pin and drops 6. 1, 3, 6, 10. 4 horsemen right side. And he pokes the 6. Seven, 8, 9, or 10. Becomes an 8 for Alex Dellas, 8 after 1. Alex Dellas, season record of 73 and 39, currently first place in his division. Second place in the wildcard seed, Class B North Division 3. It's 57% perfect box percentage, 24 strikes, 112 spares, and 93 10s on the season so far. 4,684 seasonal total pins. There's a 5 drop for Alex Dellas. 1, 7, 10, 2, 9. Leaves the 7 on the spare shot. And a nice 10 box for Alex Dellas. That's 18 after 2. Alex Dellas in his past 5 matches, he's taken 45 points, averaging 9 per match. 2,872 pinfall in his past 5 matches. And his past 5 and he has 8 matches over than 500 in grand total pinfall. Longest streak of matches over 100 has been 15. Longest streak of matches over 500 has been 8. Longest winning streak of 7 points or greater has been 3. There's a 9 drop for Alex Dellas. And a single pin spare for Alex. 28 in a bonus. No problem. Head pin. 410. 8 fill. 36 after 3 for Alex Dellas now. Compare that to 35 after 3 for John Lescarbeau. Direct on the 4. Or direct on the pin on the left, leaves the 10. It'll be a 9 for Alex Dellas. That's 45 after 4 now. Dellas drops 3, half Worcester left side plus the 5. And on the follow-up, he missed the object. The 9 pin likely going to stay. $55 half for Alex Dellas with that 10 box. Couple of mark opportunities missed, some not his own fault. Alex Dellas with 1 mark, 55 half. John Lescarbeau 2 mark, 61 half. Halftime total 302 for Alex Dellas, 261 for John Lescarbeau. Alex Dellas has the first 2 games plus a 41 pin lead in the total, but he's down in the string by 6 in the 3rd game. Here's John Lescarbeau again. Lane 18 at Boutwell's. 4 horsemen left side on the first ball. 1, 2, 4, 7. Into the ocean on the second ball. Wanted to catch the head pin on the right side. Misfired. Does it again. Almost in the same place. 6 box for 67 after 6. 6-7 for John Lescarbeau. And John will poke 2 on the right side for a right side half Worcester, poking the 3 and the 9. Takes a few more out. 1, 5, 8, 6, 10. 5 up, 5 down. And a 5 box. Oof. That is going to be a 5 box. 72 in 7 for John Lescarbeau now. Head pin there, connects it. Connects with it there. Drops all but the 10. It's another 9 drop for John Lescarbeau, reminiscent of the first game. First 9 drop of this game. And actually the first 9 drops since the first game for John Lescarbeau. Oh, and he goes right into the center. I don't know if he was trying to play the wood or what, but whatever it is, it doesn't work. John Lescarbeau having issues on the follow-up shots, especially on singles. Does it again, a little bit closer, but still a miss for a 9 for 81 and 8. That's a 2 drop for John Lescarbeau on the 3 and the 9. AKA a half Worcester on the right side. Half Worcesters happen to everybody. See also the Friday Night Pro League last night. Had a couple of interesting ones. Oh, wow. Head pin rewards John Lescarbeau with a leave of the 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Wow. No wood. That's rough. It's kind of a what do you do ball. He turns it into a 7 box for 88 and 9. Yikes. Here's John to the right of the head pin with a left side Caleri. Named after Bob Caleri of Lexington, Massachusetts. It's a leave of 5, 4 horsemen and the sleeper on the opposite side. And on the Caleri leaves the 1 and the 9, John Lescarbeau. It'll be an 8 for John. He'll go sub 100 with a 96. 3 game total of 296 for John Lescarbeau with 2 marks. A 2 mark 96. 6 box and a 5 box kind of sunk it a little bit for him. 6 for 10 on the head pin with 1 split. Here's Alex Dellas. Lane 18. Off to the left, floaty ball didn't drift to the left as he expected. He'll drop 6 as the 1, 2, 4, 7. 4 horsemen once again. Alex. He'll leave the 9. Becomes a 9 box for 64 after 6 for Alex Dellas. Sorry, I thought I had a slide for it, but I'll tell you verbally. Coming up on Sunday, January 18th at 7 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook, Perry Harlow Media will be airing a documentary on Candlepins for Cancer titled No Questions Asked. And it's featuring a behind-the-scenes look with interviews of the charitable efforts put forward by Al Johnson and Paul Grant's Candlepins for Cancer organization. Again, it will release on YouTube and Facebook for Perry Harlow Media on January 18th, 2026 at 7 p.m. called No Questions Asked. Be sure to give it a watch and a like and a subscribe. And that'll be an 8 box for Alex Dellas for 72 after 7. So he's tied with John Lescarbeau's 72 after 7, all the same. Dellas, 1-2 pocket, drops 9. Leaves the 10 pin. Misses it to the left, oddly enough. Misses it to the right. Well, you might as well miss it both sides for synergy. That's 81 after 8 for Alex Dellas, and it's still tied going into the 9th. Alex will take 3 out. A washout on the left side. 6-pack right in the 7. Dellas will graze the head pin ever so slightly. 7-10, 5-3. No mark. Both bowlers struggling mightily this game. It'll be a fight for a 96 or better for Alex Dellas. He'll make it a 9-box. 90-9, taking a lead in the 9th. 6-box to tie, anything higher than a 6 to win the 3rd game. Alex Dellas presently with 4 points from the first 2 games. 131 and 116. John Lescarbeau threw a 116 and then an 84. Dellas fires. He'll take the 3rd game with that 9 drop, leaving the 5 pin. Currently plus 41 in the total and more. And he's got that spare on the single. $100 and more for Alex Dellas. Nice clean shot on the 5. Perfect. The result of the fill becomes 6 for a 106 game 3 for Alex Dellas. And it becomes a 353 3-game total for Alex Dellas versus 296 for John Lescarbeau. Alex Dellas, all the points, 6 points as of right now. 353 in the total plus 57 in terms of the lead over John Lescarbeau. And we are now going to move on to the 4th game here of 5 here on the ACST. Great to have you along. John Lescarbeau once again. He'll start on lane 18. I will highlight, I added a new stat on the on-stream stats box, but I may need to refactor it a little bit. I was trying to see if I could find a way to track scores on each lane individually. Like when you throw a half on lane 18 versus 17, what your total is as the match progresses. But it was contingent on the notion that they will constantly and consistently swap lanes in the same manner, and then I'm observing that in between games they haven't been doing that. So that stat on your screen is not fully accurate. I'm going to have to take that back to the design board and figure that out. So do disregard that stat in case you're wondering. It's a cool looking stat, and I do like the idea, but it's just not realistic at the moment based on the way they've been switching lanes, especially in between the games. So that's a 7-box for John Lescarbeau, 7 after 1. That stat on the screen is accurate if they were consistently switching between the left and the right lanes, starting on the left lane at the beginning of the match, but that's just hasn't been the case. So the numbers are going to be slightly off. Not too off, but not 100% accurate either. All the numbers are always unofficial to begin with, yada, yada, yada. That's a 5 drop for John Lescarbeau, pile of 5 on the right side. Three, 5, 6, 9, 10 for John Lescarbeau. John fires on the 5 and takes only the 5. No mark. Becomes a 9-box for 16 after 2 for John Lescarbeau. So John Lescarbeau, he's had a positive season so far, but he's going to have to take a couple more points in this match to be able to stay out of the danger zone of going sub 500 for the season. And he'll drop 7 there. One, 3, 7 for John. And everything goes with the 3. It was on the object pin. John's staring at it in disgust. And he'll take that 10 box. That's 26 after 3 now for Mr. L. John will take 7 down there. Missed the head pin again. It's the 1, the 2, and the 9 this time. Oh, and there's a spare for John Lescarbeau. Finally, something goes for him. 36 after 4. Let's watch this shot. Hard-earned spare for John. With 1 to go before we swap. 36 and a bonus after 4 for John. It's on the head pin. Drops 7. 1, 2, 4. Fills 7. Excuse me, wasn't on the head pin. Leaves the head pin. But on the second shot, oh man, the 4 just didn't cooperate. Nice ball otherwise, just having some trouble with the action down there. Takes a 10. 53 half for John Lescarbeau. 53 after 5 for the gentleman himself. 3.5 game total of 349 for John. Here's Alex Dellas. Oh, and he'll take 1 out. Some might call that a lemon drop. It's when you take the 4 or the 6 out on the first ball, and it gets expensive if you do it often. One drop becomes a 3 drop, becomes a 9 drop for Alex Dellas for 9 in the first. That'll be a 6 drop for Alex. Missed the head pin, but second ball is off to the left. Ends up becoming a 9. It's 2 9s in a row for Alex Dellas for 18 after 2. It's like 5 out on the head pin this time. It's the hay bale on the left side. Pokes 1 out. Both bowlers just having some trouble with the mark conversions here. It's interesting. It's almost contagious, you know? He'll take another 9 box, his third 9 box in a row. 27 after 3 now. And the 53 after 5 is confirmed for John Lescarbeau. Alex Dellas on lane 17 at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. Head pin drops 8. The 5 and the 8. And for the spare, it's gone. Looked a little precarious there for a moment, but the pin that was wobbling decided to go. That's 37 and a bonus for Alex Dellas. Let's watch this again. The 5 and the 8. Just barely spins. The 5 pin wiggles. Almost didn't go. And then it eventually goes. And Alex on the follow-up for the spill. He takes 6, a big 16 in the 4th. One 3-6-10. Fires on the pocket, just slightly to the right. Leaves the 1-6-10 after the shot on the 4 horsemen. Went for the inside of the pocket. And a nice 10 box and a 53.5 for Alex Dellas. After 5, it's 53-53. We have a tie in the 4th game. Alex Dellas currently holds on to the total, though, by 57-406 to John Lescarbeau's 349. And needless to say, Alex Dellas took the first 3 games, as you can review the score history: 116-131, 184-116, and 96-106. Lescarbeau Dellas, respectively. Going into the second half of the 4th game here on the ACST in Concord, New Hampshire, at Boutwell's Bowling Center. I'm Steve Kelly on the call. It's great to have you along with us, as there's just a brief wood clear going on down there, and it looks like it's all taken care of. Here's John Lescarbeau. Drops 8. 6-9. Nice. And Lescarbeau will spare that up. Finally, he's getting something started here. Something he sorely needed, especially given past recent game history here. But on the 6-9, John Lescarbeau is finding his aim. I don't know if he made an adjustment here, but whatever he did seems to have worked on that shot. 63 and a bonus on 6. John Lescarbeau will leave the 1 and the 2. It's an 8 fill. Not on the head pin, but didn't matter much. On the 1 and the 2, he's got it now. Now he's got something started. A story to tell for John Lescarbeau with that spare on the 1 and the 2. Let's watch this again. His right to left hook getting more and more accurate here. Oops. Oh, well, he drops 3. Fills 3, 84 and 7. Half Worcester right side in the 5 taken out. And he'll make it a nice symmetrical shot of the 1, 4, 6, 7, and 10. And to finish it off, well, we'll keep the symmetry theme. An 8 box for John Lescarbeau, and that becomes 92 in 8. Lescarbeau on the head pin. Oh, there's a powerful strike. That was a definitive, no questions asked kind of ball. And in fact, let's watch that again, shall we? Look at that, just blam, gone, no problem. That's a Lescarbeau strike right there. That's reminiscent of when I bowled John Lescarbeau in my ACST match last year. That was the kind of ball he was throwing. Lescarbeau's back, baby. He'll take 6 out so far on the strike fill. One, 2, 7, 8 so far on the strike fill. And it ends up becoming a 9 fill, leaving the head pin. 111 after 9 now for John. He's got something going here. He'll take a 10 box for a 121. Game 4. That's a little more like it. A little late in the match, but still not a big deal overall. You know, you never say never till the end, especially when the grand total pinfall is in play. 417 4-game total for John Lescarbeau with that 121 game 4. Now he has the total by 11 tentatively, but he is 5 boxes ahead of Alex Dellas. Bear that in mind. Alex Dellas has also been struggling a little bit too, I'll have you know. 1-3 pocket shot for Alex Dellas, and he'll take 7 out. Left side triangle, 2-4-5. Hits all 3, touches all 3. The 5-pin wiggles but doesn't fall down. For the 10 box, he's got it. 3 perfect boxes in a row for Alex Dellas. That's 63 in 6. Lane 18. Boutwell's home of the mixed worlds this past last year in summer 2025. 4 drop and a 6-pack left for Alex Dellas in the 7th. On the pocket, all goes down but the 7. This will be for a 10 box for Alex Dellas. He's got it, his 4th perfect box in a row. 73 and 7 for Alex Dellas. Compare that to 84 after 7 for John Lescarbeau. Alex Dellas is in a must-mark situation across these next 3 boxes to be able to get to 121 or higher. 1-2 pocket, mixing, needs another pin to go for it to be easy, but it won't be. 7-10 split with wood. Oh, and it almost goes. Oh my goodness. Nice bid for the 7-10. And then there's the 10 box. Another perfect box for Alex Dellas. That's 83 and 8. Perfect boxes since box 4 for Alex Dellas, but it may not be enough. One 3 pocket, drops 5. Hay bale left. And off the target, it looks like John Lescarbeau is going to get at least 2 points this match. Barring a triple strike from Alex Dellas in the 10th. That's the only way. It'll break the perfect box streak. 9 in the 9th for 92. 5 for 9 on the head pin for Alex Dellas with 1 split. John Lescarbeau 4 for 10 on the head pin with 1 split. Triple strike needed for Alex Dellas. And he doesn't do it, so that will be the 4th game for John Lescarbeau. 5-drop Caleri. Wants to go on the outside of the head pin. Overcorrects a little bit to the left, takes the sleeper, leaves the 4 horseman right side. Alex Dellas pokes 1, leaves 3. That's a 7 box, and he'll go sub 100 for a 99 in the 4th game for a 4-game total of 452. John Lescarbeau clawing some ground back, 417 against Alex Dellas' 452, and he will take at least 2 points, winning the 4th game here on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. As we go into the 5th and final game, it's a difference of 35 in the total. 417 for John Lescarbeau, 452 for Alex Dellas. That is your score update, and that is the situation here going into game 5. John Lescarbeau will take the approaches once again for his final first half of this match. Great to have you along. I'm Steve Kelly on the call for the ACST. Brought to you by 3-Ball Spare Conglomerate. Here is John Lescarbeau on the 1-3 pocket. And will he take a, ooh, wow, the 10-pin. I swear that slid. Wow. Held on for dear life. I swear I saw it moving. We've seen that happen to Boutwells a fair amount of times. I've clipped actually several Several occurrences of that in other matches. John Lescarbeau will miss it. Nine or 10. There it is. There's a 10 box for John Lescarbeau. In some circles, they call that a Paul Grant special at PGS. Miss the second, get the third. And do check out Candlepin's 4cancer.com. Candlepin's number4cancer.com, and do check out the documentary airing soon called No Questions Asked, a behind-the-scenes look at Candlepins for Cancer, by Perry Harlow Media on January 18th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Check it out on YouTube and Facebook, and there's a link in the description. 4-6, 9-10 leave for John Lescarbeau. That's a split, 6 drop. Goal posts in the 9 and the 10, basically. Tries to cut the pin on the left with the wood and try to make it do something, but the 6, 9, 10 are unharmed. Piece of wood in front of the 6, 9, 10 for a 10 box, 7 box guarantee. It's going to be another 10 box for John Lescarbeau, 10 in a row, double X, 20 after 2. There's John in the 1-2, drops 8, 6-9, 6-10, excuse me. This is a spare leave. This looks like this could be a much easier opportunity. And it is. Opportunity taken by John Lescarbeau for a spare. 30 after 3 and a bonus. In fact, let's watch that again, shall we? No problem for John Lescarbeau. Just slightly off the 1-3 pocket by just millimeters. He fills with 7, 1-4-7 leave. $37 after 3. Oh, and he sails into that hole, that 2-pin hole. And he'll take 2 of 3, leaving the head pin for a 9 box, 46 after 4. For John. 3 for 4 in the head pin, 1 split. 2 strikes, 8 spares, 11 10s on the day. Totaling 68 and fills, averaging 6.8 per mark. 28 head pin shots, a 64% quarterback rating. 9 splits. 6.66 first ball average, 19 boxes, 1 in this uneven point in the match. Drops 7. The 2 triangle. John Lescarbeau wanted to connect with the object, was a little bit off the right, took the 5 out, and took nothing else. Eight, 9, or 10 becomes a 9. 55 in 5 for John Lescarbeau at the half in the 5th and final game. 4.5 game total of 472 for John Lescarbeau. He went 4 for 5 in the head pin on this half with 1 split. And now we'll see what Alex Dellas can do in response. Here's Alex. He'll drop 4 to start things out. 1, 2, 4, 8, 6, 10. Sails into the ocean. Wanted to go on the outside of that head pin. It's a high risk, high reward, and he had the high risk involved. There's the shot he was looking for. But even so, he leaves the 2 and the 8 for an 8 box. Nice effort, but hard goings if it doesn't take all the pins out in precisely the right manner. 8 after 1 for Alex Dellas. Dellas on the head pin, drops 9. 10 pins left on the deck. Single pin spare for Dellas. Goodbye, see ya. That's a spare. 18 and a bonus after 2 for Alex Dellas on that 10 pin. It goes no problem. Here's the follow-up. 1-3 pocket, fills with 8, 2 in the 5. $26 after 2, and a follow-up spare. Nice job by Alex Dellas. Getting into a rhythm. Let's watch this. Had to spin that wood straight back, and he does, hitting on the right side. Oh, and he'll take 3 down on the 3 pin, connecting diagonally. Yikes. Outside of the head pin, nice place to put the ball. He leaves the 7, the 9, the 10, though, with a light hit. Makes it an 8 box for 47 and 4 for Alex Dellas, who has retained the total, 1 box behind, but still plus 27 in the total as of right now. And with another 8 box, he'll tie the string, so it's looking dire for John Lescarbeau at the moment, as of right now. Alex will miss the head pin to the right, but he'll take 7 out. The 1, the 7, and the 8 are left down there. Piece of wood, probably going to make an exit from the deck. Maybe. We'll see what happens. It might stop right on the line. It might actually start rolling a little bit backwards. We'll see if it has the momentum. We have to wait till it completely stops, and any impacts it makes along the way are valid. It's going. It's going. Anyone got a box fan down there? I think it's likely going to stop. It has stopped. All right. Well, while we're waiting for that, what was I going to show you? Well, we'll talk about actually the house, Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. 24 lanes, 12 on each side. All wood. CompuScore is the scoring software used, owned by Andy Dellas and the Dellas family. 2 ACST champions came out of this house last year, Dimitri Dellas and Matt Powers of Class C and E, respectively. That's the story for Boutwell's Bowling Center. And Alex Dellas, after all that, can't make the spare conversion. Leaves the 1 and the 9. Alex Dellas will make a nice 10 box out of it, 57 after 5. Up by 2 in the string. Up by 37 in the total. John Lescarbeau not only has to make up the deficit of 37 in the total, but he also has to be able to hold on to that and take advantage of that. To take 6 points here in 5 boxes. Can John Lescarbeau do it? If he does, he'll take 6 points plus 2 for 8. That's his ceiling this afternoon here in Concord. And here's the attempt. Head pin, good ball, 8 drop, spare leave. 2 and 4. And he's got it for the spare. John Lescarbeau starting this out right. 65 and a bonus after 6. A nice shot. And the follow-up, a nice fill by John Lescarbeau. It's an 8 fill. Similar leave. And he'll do it again. He'll Steely Dan it. 2 spares in a row for John Lescarbeau. 83 and 7. That'll put him in good positioning to keep things going. And maybe he might have a chance if he can just keep marking. Just keep whatever he's working on right now a-rolling. 83 and a bonus and 7. Head pin. Drops 9, rips 9. Big 19 for John Lescarbeau. Let's see if the comeback is real. 92 and 7. all over the head pin this game. Perfect except for the fourth frame. And a single pin spare. 3 in a row for John Lescarbeau. 102 and 8. Putting up the wall of defense the best he can. And he's going to need it. He's going to have to keep marking. He can't let up on the gas now. As good of a string this is, he has to keep it going. This could be 6 points if he can really pull this off. Head pin again. 4-7. 8 fill. Another powerful fill and another leave that has a chance to go. 110 and 8. I don't know what John Lescarbeau stepped in the past 5 minutes or so, but it seems to be working. 4 and 7 with wood. And it's another mark for John Lescarbeau. This is like a Patriots Atlanta Falcons situation. Oh my goodness. 120 and 9. Nice work by John Lescarbeau. 120 and 9 plus a bonus. Watch this. Well done. All right, this will be big if he can keep this going. Oh, threw it a little bit too fast, a little bit too hard. Missed the head pin for the first time in a while. 5 fill. 125 and 9.
Don't hit the button, Dino. Don't hit the button, Dino. Let's go.
Funny conversation going on down there. 1, 2, 4, 6, 10 for John Lescarbeau. Will he get it? Oh, he was on the object, but a little bit hard and a little bit full. Leaves the 6 and the 10. Okay. So, John Lescarbeau currently up in the total by 33 and 33 plus 9. Should be plus 42. Yes, it is. Nice game by John Lescarbeau to finish it off. A 134 with 5 marks. 8 for 10 in the head pin with 1 split. The wall defense is plus 77 in the string and plus 42 in the total. That's what John Lescarbeau's final defense is today. Alex Dellas now. Off the left, the head pin drops 4. 6 back right. And he'll miss the object. No mark for Alex Dellas. So if Alex Dellas somehow throws a sub 42 half, it's going to be a big, big day for John Lescarbeau. A big redemption here in the 5th. That's a 9 for Alex Dellas. 66 in 6. And Alex Dellas will miss the head pin and drop 5 to start things out. 3 right, 2 left. 1, 3, 6, 4, 7. No mark either. Leaves the 1, 4, 7 on the deck. John Lescarbeau had a bit of an energy when he was throwing that last half, and oddly enough with Alex Dellas, just based on the body language, I'm not quite feeling it just yet. We'll see if he can just keep up just enough for the total. It's now just a deficit of 25 as Alex Dellas throws an 8 box for 74 and 7. Compare that to 92 and 7 for John Lescarbeau. John Lescarbeau is on track to take the string, definitely, plus 60, but down in the total by 25. That's a 4-pointer. As Alex Dellas punches to the right of the head pin. 3 drop. Half Worcester in the 5. And he'll punch the center. No mark once again. Yikes for Alex Dellas. He needs pins. 25 he needs. He'll take 3 more for a 7 box. The total deficit drops to 18 in John Lescarbeau's favor. 81 and 8 for Alex Dellas. 110 and 8 for John Lescarbeau. Alex Dellas at a minimum needs 2 9s. That's just the raw facts. And a mark will keep him safe for the 4 pins. But he's in peril of losing it right now. And Alex, he'll drop 7. 1, 3, 6 leave. Dellas. Oh, no mark. But he's got the 9 box. That's the benchmark per box. To tie the total, that would be interesting. It would be a split of 2 points apiece if that happens. And Alex will make that a 10, exceeding the requirement needed per box. That's 91 and 9 for Alex Dellas in a quiet second half, and a quiet critical second half. The difference is 8 in the total. Alex Dellas needs an 8 box or greater. 8 to tie, more than 8 for total. There's 7. Okay, that's good so far. It's going to be a real close one. 7 drop for Alex Dellas. There's 9. It's a tie in the total. Or no, sorry. No, it's a win in the total for Alex Dellas, excuse me. That's right, because he had a 10 box in the 9th. So he will take the total. But just, oh my God, just barely. Oh wow, that's a 9 box for Alex Dellas for a 100. It's a difference of 1 in the total at the end. 551 for John Lescarbeau and 552 for Alex Dellas. That's how close it was, with just some interesting sways and when bowlers go hot and cold. John Lescarbeau with a 134 in the 5th game. Alex Dellas with a 100 in the 5th game. 551 for John Lescarbeau and Alex Dellas 552. That was a nail-biter, a surprising one. So the final split will be 4 points for John Lescarbeau. He took 2 strings. He lost the total. He goes to 52 and 46. Alex Dellas will take 10 points and go to 83 and 43. He almost lost control of the total, especially towards the end. But he held on to it by literally 1 pin. So that was the difference by Alex Dellas. Both bowlers having hot and cold moments all throughout the match. It was really interesting to watch. Both bowlers had 2 strikes and 12 spares, and 11 10s for John Lescarbeau and 12 10s for Alex Dellas, and literally that one difference in the 10 box could have been the total for either bowler. John Lescarbeau totaled 98 in fills, averaging 7 pins per mark. Alex Dellas averaged 6.43 per mark with 90 in total fills. Head pins, John Lescarbeau a 66% completion percentage, 33 for 50. Alex Dellas 25 for 50, 50%. 9 splits for John Lescarbeau and 7 splits for Alex Dellas, so a fair split there. 6.66 first ball average for John Lescarbeau, 6.24 first ball average for Alex Dellas. And if we were bowling head-to-head, it would have been 22 boxes won for John Lescarbeau versus 20 boxes won for Alex Dellas. So that's the analysis of the additional stats. Here's some graphs. If you're graphically inclined, feel free to pause the video and full screen it if you want to take any additional analysis or insight into this. In the boxes department, no bowler ever threw anything basically lower than a 5, or at least nothing statistically significant. Most bowlers bowled 9s, 10s, or spares. That's the heat map of the graph. In terms of the head pins, we went from 10, 16, 21, 25, and 33 for John Lescarbeau, 7, 14, 18, 23, and 25 for Alex Dellas. And then the fill bonuses, we went pretty close all throughout the entire match. It was a little more lopsided towards the beginning, but then it kind of evened out, especially towards the 4th and 5th games. So anyways, folks, that should just about do it for us here at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. I've been Steve Kelly. It's been great streaming this for you today. Please be sure to subscribe to the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour page on Facebook, as well as 3 Ball Spare on YouTube, and check out Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube as well. And also be sure to check out the Candlepins for Cancer documentary called No Questions Asked, featuring a behind-the-scenes look at Candlepins for Cancer on Sunday, January 18th at 7 p.m. The link is in the description for Perry Harlow Media on Facebook and YouTube. Anyways, I've been Steve Kelly. And for John Lescarbeau and Alex Dellas, I hope you have an excellent weekend. Have a great one, everybody.